falling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab round man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. Run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? In the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, I'm in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, car on the wrist, all in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They Ella they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savings, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, please. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Six! Check. Lock 6-6. Pull it high.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Mike 29. I got you. Shit.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
X3, 218, jump.
Hey, watch the slant.
6 guard, check 6 guard. Shift. Check. 280.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A first down throw, Darnold. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Darnold. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, Darnold. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's go.
From the 44, Garoppolo. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, Carson. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. This Week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers, there are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the Chargers in the playoffs when they felt like they had a team that could have gone to the Super Bowl. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. And Wilson has it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
One, Omaha.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. There's the Penn State man, it's Chris Godwin. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Check. 65.
Check hot route.
80 weapons.
Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Get hot.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Here we go.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
13.
Mike 20. 3 buzz.
I got you.
You got Ocean Man. You got Ocean Man.
Hey, Haywood.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Hey, Mike 20.
21. Mike, get hot.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Walk, lady. Get walk. Slam, lady.
Topper.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Young lady.
Young lady. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom.
Here we go.
Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
Garoppolo's pass complete to Chris Godwin. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Here's Carson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. I got it.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for it with Carson. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
After the sack on 1st down, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He's going to rifle one deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 11. Mike 20.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. They're able to locate Wilson. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta. Mike 20. I got you.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
I got you. 20. Man out. Hey, alert. Mike 20. You're trapped.
Garoppolo. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
21. Here we go. Hey, exit.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Buster Screen is able to bring him down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
23-yard line.
Now second and 7 from the 23.
Watch left, pick it up, guys.
This is Carson, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Here we go.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
11. Hey, orbit.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And that will be incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on fourth down last year, and they're going here.
2. Hey, 2.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication.
And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
12. Hey, wahoo!
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
3 down, 3 down.
Here's Freeman. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go,
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
21, 21. Here we go.
Check.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Here we go.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Chris Carson taking it in. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Single, slap. Hey, you're on an island over there. You waiting? Motion, 89. Watch 89.
Darnold from the gun.
He's going. We got double up.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The safety, Budda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Darnold throwing deep for Galladay. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Buster Screen. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and it's 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. The Chargers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Garoppolo. Cooper's got taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Chargers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6.
You think you gonna get this? Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Garoppolo now. It's Wilson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Bravo! You draw quarters.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Big edge. Check 26, check 26.
21.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danielle Hunter in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And I think the ball's out. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now it's Darnold. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Darnold now has hit on just 7 of 17 passes, 41%. To the air again, Darnold. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 25.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Flush to his right. Going to look deep for Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, gun.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. letting one fly deep for... He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Garoppolo looks to throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. This is week